Stop overstaying your welcome. If your presence adds no value, your absence will make no difference. Stop staying in places that keep you stagnant or small, or that aren't growing you, or where you're not growing anybody else. I don't know why we're so conditioned to believe that we have to be nice and we have to stay quiet, or we should make ourselves smaller in order to fit into a certain place, when that is absolutely not the case. This could even be at a social gathering. If you are at a social gathering and you're not having a good time, and you're not talking to anyone, and no one's talking to you, girl, you can get up and leave. And I noticed that this is a very big issue, especially in regards to maybe being around family. Like, I will go to a family party, depending on what family I'm around, and I'm not talking to anyone because it's a bunch of old heads or just fucking, I'm sorry, ignorant ass people that I don't feel like conversating with, or that I just have nothing to say to. I will stay there for an hour and I will leave. I've literally gone to a party before, stayed there for 5 minutes and left. I said hello to the 5 people that I had to say hello to, and then I left. Because what is the big deal? Why am I here? I don't want, like, I've made it a mission to not enter spaces that I don't want to be in. Like, if I know that there's going to be people that I frankly just am not necessarily fond of, or don't get along with, or just like there's just not like a vibe, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna stay there. And even if I somehow get dragged into because it's usually not by free will, although we do have free will, and I guess I'm contradicting myself, I will leave. If your presence adds no value, your absence will make no difference. And I don't understand why, like, if someone gets offended at you leaving a party at which, or just a gathering or wherever, for, like, if you leave because you're not even talking to anyone and they get offended, bro, you are choosing to be offended. Why are you getting offended? Why are you upset? No one cares that I'm here. I don't care that I'm here. You don't care. They don't care. I'm not having a good time. I would much rather be at home by myself, or doing literally anything else. Why would I stay here? Okay? Stop overstaying your welcome in places that are not welcoming you, or in places that you have no business being in, or that you just don't want to be in. Stop overstaying your welcome. Okay? Being alone actually is not scary. And it's much better than being in a place that shrinks you or suffocates you, or does nothing to better you, okay? And that goes for anything and everything, whether it's one-on-one relationships with people, or social gatherings, or communities that just aren't aligned. Leave. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, do so in at least kind of a graceful way, but in the context of, like I said earlier, being at a family gathering where like, girl, you're adding no value. Like, you're adding no value. You're not talking to anyone. Just leave. Who gives a shit? Who cares if your aunt gets mad, bro? Oh, you wiped my ass when I was a kid. I don't care, bro. Are you wiping it now? No. Am I gonna wipe yours? No. I'm gonna leave. Damn. Back to the relationships thing. I don't think that we should just dodge, right? Leave people at the first sign of trouble. I just, at least try to work on it. You know what I mean? Or at least try to make something better of the social gathering that you're in. Sure, I can agree with that. But there comes a point where, you know what? Maybe just leave. Maybe you are in a place where these just aren't your people. That's okay. Leave. It's okay. Stop overstaying your welcome. I think collectively, too many of us overstay our welcome. And it comes back to bite you in the ass because now you're wasting your own energy. And it's also extremely disingenuous, in my opinion, and not authentic because you're not being true to yourself and you're not listening to yourself and your intuition when it's telling you to leave the space that you're in. Stop overstaying your welcome.